TikTok star Addison faces political backlash.
Amber Heard not confirmed for Aquaman 2.
Plus, we've got some surprise guest hosts all coming up for you right now on I.O.
Welcome back to this week's weekly roundup. I'm your host, Johnny Rogers.
And I'm Mackenzie Smith.
And you're watching the #1 tea-spilling entertainment news show on the internet.
And we're always making the news more entertaining, or at least we try. Sometimes you can, sometimes it's a little messy.
Sometimes we try. Yeah. It's hard sometimes.
Yeah.
But before we get into that though, you gotta make sure you're subscribed and have those notifications on. That way you never miss another video.
Plus, for more videos just like this one, all you have to do is tap up at that playlist right in the corner of the screen.
Now, thank you for the delay. Let's get right into today's weekly roundup.
First thing we got today is that TikTok star Addison faces political backlash. So TikTok is the biggest social media platform in the world right now, and because of that, its biggest stars have practically turned into A-list celebrities overnight. And Addison is one of those people, with over 60 million followers on TikTok. People are obsessed with everything about her, and I can't lie, I am one of those people. But it seems that with her southern roots, people have a lot of questions about her political affiliations, and it's caused her to get into a lot of drama, let me tell you. So just the other day, user Tommy.Memetastic uploaded a video to TikTok showing Addison Rae's voter registration. But the issue came when she was registered as a Republican on the app, with a user writing the caption, quote, "We all knew Addison Rae's dumb love #Trump." But since the video started gaining a lot of traction, Addison clapped back at the comments. In one comment writing, "This isn't real, but okay." Then in another comment saying, "First of all, I'm not registered and never have been registered before. Second, I'm from Louisiana." And that's a reference to the location showing Tarzana, California. And this isn't the first time her political affiliation has been called into question. A few months ago, she posted a picture to Twitter joking that someone needs to help her clean her room. But in the messy room, people saw what they thought was a Trump flag. But Addison responded back saying that it was a beach towel, even taking a picture with it. And after she showed the towel, it does look like that's what it was. Addison has never commented on who she's gonna be voting for, but since she is 19, this would be her first vote in a presidential election. As for the reaction from fans, it seems like a lot of people are saying that they wouldn't mind if she was Republican, but it's the voting for Trump that bothers them. While others said she has the right to do whatever she wants, especially if she's not sharing it with her fans. Let me know your thoughts below. I'm among the mindset that she doesn't have to share everything with her fans if she doesn't want to. Alright folks, now let's head down to where they filmed before they were famous at McCrudden Studios for an update on Kanye West.
Thanks, Mac and Johnny Rogers. And if you guys don't know who I am, I'm Michael McCrudden from before they were famous. But if you're an OG fan of InformOverload, well, you may remember me from such videos as homeless man caught with a big house or woman breastfeeding dog. Yeah, those were simpler times. Now, if you're just meeting me now, well, it's nice to meet you and all the guys who tune into I.O. and the girls as well. I'm not discriminating. All right, thanks for having me back. Let's get into some news. Lately, Kanye West has been on a non-stop Twitter ranting mission to unshackle himself from Universal Music Group and his Sony contacts. Now, the biggest gripe that Kanye seems to have with them is that he doesn't fully own his master's recordings. Now, this is something that Mr. West believes that every artist deserves. On Wednesday, Kanye had vowed to return his own portion of all good music artist masters. Now, this is a really important move if he's wanting to get closer to his ultimate goal. Now, if Kanye can lead by example and show how much those artists can prosper from owning their own recordings, then we could see a major shift in how the music industry operates. Now, after saying that he would do this, well, Kanye did his Kanye best to outdo himself, and he actually challenged Universal to do the same. In another tweet, he said, "This moment is gonna change the music industry for good. I feel so humbled and blessed that God has put me in a strong enough position to do this. Everyone keep praying, it's working. I'm on my knees this morning." Now, only time will tell though if he actually follows through with this, and I suppose we'll have to wait and see what the end result is. But I'm hoping for the best. Man, the internet changed the music industry, but if everyone's getting their masters back, my God, they're gonna make a lot of money online. All right, with that story done and dusted, let's move on to some more hip-hop news and talk about this drama unfolding between Meg Thee Stallion and Canadian rapper Tory Lanez. Now, we all know that Megan has accused Tory of shooting her in the foot after a truly unexplained incident that happened this July. COVID got everyone going a little cray-cray, but that's next level. Now, Megan, she released some details, but you can tell that she seemed to be holding back. For the most part, Tory Lanez, he's remained quiet on the matter, which led to many believe that he actually did shoot Megan in the foot. Now, Tory also tweeted out his own statement to the fans regarding what happened, so let's take a look. The tweet, it reads, "To my fans, I'm sorry for my silence, but respectfully, I got time today. 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, most fans, me included, we were expecting him to go on IG Live and explain exactly what happened, but instead fans were greeted with an hour-plus long album that detailed everything. And his new album, it dropped Thursday evening, and nearly every song addresses the incident in question along with the fallout. Now, apparently Tory, he views this whole thing as a betrayal from all sides. Now, the new album is called Daystar, and it probably will be remembered forever as the only album that begs the question, how the hell do you shoot someone in the foot but you don't hit a boner attendant? Now, Tory Lanez, he seems to suggest that in the album that Megan, well, she's been influenced by those around her to come up with a false story about the shooting. Now, he then continually denied that he would ever harm a woman, and while he still apologized to an extent, well, he mainly said sorry for his emotional behavior in the song Care For You. Alright, for now, those are all the updates I have for you guys. My name is Michael McCrudden. Be sure to come over and check us out over at Before They're Famous. Now back to the IO team at Most Amazing Studios. Man, this is a blast from the past. This is like 5 years in the making. Alright, see you guys in a little bit. Bye!
Thank you so much, Mike, for that update on Kanye West. Make sure you all go check out Before They Were Famous and comment InformOverload sent me here on his newest video.
Yeah, because you all know we're a fan. You know, he used to be on IO, so you know we share in the love. Yeah.
Show him some love now.
And it's crazy that he wants to give artists their masters back. Like, it's such a great idea, but you know, it's Kanye, so you gotta believe it when you see it.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that he pulls through with that.
Yeah, Taylor tried and failed, which is very strange for her. Usually, you know, she has so much support on the internet, but I mean, that one didn't go through, but hopefully, because she's been speaking about it, maybe Kanye does, they both can create like change in the industry.
That would be, could you imagine though, that's what ends their feud, is she's like, well, I can't be mad at him anymore, he did the thing that I wanted to do forever.
Yeah, I feel like the irony of all of this is like not lost on anyone. Like, it's very, very interesting that he's now having this battle.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Now we're gonna give it over to Jared, who's in front of the LA Sheriff's Department. Jared,
what do you got for us?
Yeah.
Thanks guys. Hey everyone, Jared Bronstein here reporting live from beautiful Los Angeles. And as you can see right behind me, I'm currently in front of the LA Sheriff's Department, as they are currently in the middle of a very serious lawsuit after a sheriff or deputy leaked photos of the late Kobe and Gigi Bryant following a tragic crash. I know it's pretty disgusting, and now Vanessa Bryant, who was the wife and mother of Kobe and Gigi respectively, is suing them. As per the lawsuit obtained by TMZ, no fewer than 8 sheriff's deputies at the crash site pulled out their personal cell phones and snapped photos of the victims. The deputies took these photos for their own personal gratification. The lawsuit goes on to explain the photos were likely taken so the deputies could share them with each other. It also outlines the photos were exposed when a deputy at a bar showed the photos to a woman he was trying to impress. The bartender overheard the conversation and notified the sheriff's department. As per Vanessa's lawsuit, that's when Sheriff Villanueva went to the station who responded to the crash and told the deputies if they deleted the photos, they wouldn't face any punishment. This is considered destruction of evidence. Aside from that, the lawsuit also claims the family didn't even know the photos were taken, and they found out through the media reports that a deputy showed the photos to a girl at the bar. The lawsuit goes on to read, I quote, Miss Bryant feels ill at the thought of strangers gawking at images of her deceased husband and child, and she lives in fear that she or her children will one day confront horrific images of their loved ones online. And to no surprise, after TMZ reached out to the sheriff's department and got no response, they reached back out to TMZ and said, shortly following this tragic crash, Sheriff Villanueva sponsored legislation which now makes it a crime for public safety personnel to take and share non-official pictures of this nature. Not really much to say here, but people can be disgusting at times, and I hope Vanessa and her family could find peace and get justice one way or another. Back to you guys in the studio.
There is just one word for those people: trash.
Trash.
Just such utter trash. Like, I can't even comprehend what would go through a person's mind to just like be showing that at a bar. And like, who is that impressing? What woman is that impressing? Not a good one, that's for sure.
I mean, maybe he's a serial killer looking for his one true love that's also a serial killer.
That's the only scenario where that like would work.
That blows my mind that was even a thing. In other news, author J.K. Rowling has found herself in hot water yet again after she made statements about trans activism and promoted an online store that sold offensive anti-trans merchandise. In a tweet that she sent out, Rowling recommended the store as well as flashing off her new t-shirt that reads, "This witch doesn't burn." In the tweet she said, "Sometimes a t-shirt just speaks to you." Twitter users were quick to notice the shocking amount of transphobic statements on the website that she was promoting, and thus JK was being pulled back into this broader conversation. Some of the store's biggest items that they were pushing were saying "F your pronouns" and phrases like "trans women are men" pressed into buttons. JK Rowling's endorsement aside, the online store is run by a woman named Angela C. Wilde, who is a lesbian feminist activist. She is also the founding member of the activist group called Get the L Out, which opposes transgenderism. The website for Get the L Out also makes the claim that gender transitions are a form form of conversion therapy, which is also an argument that has been made by Rowling herself previously on Twitter.
Yeah, it's just interesting that all of a sudden she's in this conversation all this time. Like, I thought she was so inclusive and she made such a point. She would actually get in scandals for
I thought she was changing characters.
Yeah, she was changing characters to be like LGBT and all that, and then now she's in a scandal for the opposite. It's just very strange how all of a sudden.
And there's a lot of
it's
defenders
happening.
too saying like, oh, she clarified those statements, like it's not what she actually means, and but
Yeah.
you never really know, right? Like we're only
Yeah.
based on going off of what she posts on her Twitter feed. I'm not gonna read some letter that she posted after the fact.
It's a lot. I feel like it's a lot. She's done a lot on both sides, so I'm not gonna label her, transphobic or anything, but
She is poking the bear a little bit,
She's poking the bear a lot, though.
Especially with that new book. Whew.
That
oh my
new
God.
book is definitely, it's just what timing in the middle of all this. Maybe that was like on purpose. Maybe that's like a Kardashian
Could be a big
publicity
PR
thing.
move. Now that last story was a little bit heavy, so let's lighten things up with our great host, Joce Bedard.
Thanks, guys! Zayn Malik and Gigi Hadid welcomed their first child together last weekend, and if you are wondering, it was a baby girl. The couple posted the news on their social media pages a few days after it actually happened, but did not share an image of what their little girl looks like. Gigi posted a black and white image of Zayn holding their baby girl's tiny little hand and captioned it, "Our girl joined us on Earth's side this weekend and she's already changing our world." Fans were hoping that Zayn might give us more than that, maybe like an actual photo of the cutie or details on the birth, but he shared a hand-holding black and white photo as well. He did let fans know that everyone is healthy, which is what matters most. He tweeted out, "Our baby girl is here, healthy and beautiful." To try to put into words how I am feeling right now would be an impossible task. The love I feel for this tiny little human is beyond understanding. Grateful to know her, proud to call her mine, and thankful for the life we will have together. From all of us over here at IO, a huge congratulations to Zayn and Gigi on their little girl, but please show us a picture of her soon. I want to see the baby, because I bet she's really freaking cute.
Did you see the photo?
The hand,
Yeah.
right? Like the hands on?
Its nails, the girl, not its, the baby's nails were painted.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, were they? I don't think I'm crazy. I think they had like a little French tip, and I was like, is the baby days old, or how can you paint a baby's nails?
French tip.
I swear to God, people, tell me if I'm lying. I don't think I'm lying. I swear there was little French tips.
I wouldn't be surprised if Zayn just put a little tattoo on her hand too.
Yeah, maybe.
That baby is gonna be beautiful, by the way. That is gonna be a gorgeous human
I don't
being.
think I've ever been so excited to see a baby.
Them's good genetics.
How? Yeah, top-notch genetics.
But we do have another on-location story for you, and we're going to be sending it over to Bree. Bree, are you with us?
Thanks, guys. Hold on to your crosses, people, because Jesus Christ is back and he's better than ever. The second coming is here, and it's gonna be a tale of epic proportions. No, but seriously, it's the second coming of Christ, brought to you by Mel Gibson. It's been 16 years since the film The Passion of Christ was released, and it was a box office hit, making $622 million worldwide. Well, now we're getting a sequel to the classic Bible story of Jesus' crucifixion. The actor who plays Jesus Christ in the film, Jim Caviezel, announced earlier this week that a follow-up film is in the works. The movie, aptly named The Passion of the Christ Resurrection, will capture the story of Jesus' resurrection and his life afterwards. The actor says that this movie is going to be the biggest film in world history, and it turns out that Mel Gibson has actually been working on this movie for a few years now. Gibson had actually confirmed the movie's title on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert back in 2016, and at that time he said that the movie was about 3 years off. Mel's been working on this resurrection for quite some time, and with the idea that this film will be as big as they say it will be, people are expecting something pretty epic. The first film, though successful, also caused some controversy around the amount of violence in the film, as well as accusations of anti-Semitism, though there is no word whether this controversy will affect the style of this upcoming sequel. There is no confirmed release date for the movie, though. According to IMDb, it may be released sometime in 2022. Back to you guys in the studio.
Did you ever watch the first movie?
No, but it's funny, I actually did a list on most problematic movies or most controversial or something, and that was on there for the reasons that Bree said. It was very violent and a lot of people didn't like it.
People were mixed about it.
Very.
I remember hearing about when it came out, and there were protests, and people didn't even want it shown in theaters. Religion is a touchy subject, no matter.
It really is. That's why I'm
and Mel Gibson is not
he's not the most liked person.
likable person in Hollywood.
Very controversial in his own right. Yeah, it's very interesting that they're doing it, but it's 2020. I mean, anything's possible, so it's not That's surprising.
I mean, everybody wants to make more money, and that movie made a lot of money, so.
That is true. It's all
Bring
about
it
the
back.
dollar bills in the film industry.
We're sure you all know at this point that when the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp story was developing, a Change.org page was made that wanted to see Amber removed from Aquaman 2. Today, that page is less than 10,000 signatures away from reaching their goal of 500,000 people that do not want to see Amber making her return as Mara in the DC film. Now, according to a recent interview with director James Wan, Heard seems to be missing from the official cast of the next film. We do know that Jason Momoa will reprise his role as Arthur Curry, but Warner Bros. Has still not made an official statement on whether or not Amber has been dropped from the film. Initially, an insider said that Warner Bros. Didn't care about what they called an internet fiasco surrounding her. However, upon wishing her a happy birthday on their Twitter page, I bet someone got concerned. The Twitter replies were filled with people demanding that she be removed, and one user even tweeted, "This woman has admitted multiple times to abusing her husband. She's been arrested for abusing her wife, but sure, let's tweet about her because she's pretty and keeps male fans watching. Women never face the consequences for their actions when it comes to being known abusers." Now, when James Wan was asked directly about the continuation of Amber Heard in Aquaman 2, he declined to speak about it, and Aquaman 2 is slated to hit theaters on December 16th, 2022, so between now and then, a lot could happen, and as always, we'll be the first ones to let you know. Would you go watch Aquaman 2? Did you watch the first one?
I didn't, and I know it was a very, a lot of people liked it. It was really high grossing, but no, I didn't watch it.
I don't know. I feel like she was kind of bad in that movie. She was kind of awful. It was kind of bad.
Yeah, no, I'm not really too into like the superhero films, so I don't watch a whole lot of those.
Fair
I'm gonna
enough.
be honest.
With that though, let's check out some of your comments from our last weekly roundup.
So Anthony Rodriguez says, imagine all the hosts in one episode. Here you go. I mean, we're all here. We're all usually, for the most part, we're all usually
I wonder
here.
if he means though like all of the hosts.
I'm like, who are, I don't even know who all the hosts are. We have so many.
Like from every channel.
Oh my god, that would be wild.
That would be the ultimate collab.
We have a lot of, what do we have, like 15 hosts here?
I don't know, something
So
like that.
many.
There's a lot of channels.
Yeah.
That would be a long video for you
Yeah,
guys.
that's probably impossible from like an editing standpoint.
Yeah, but we'll do our best to get as many IO hosts on one video as we can.
Oh yeah, this one might like top in the record.
Oh yeah, this
Obviously without Char though, but
Yeah, we miss Charlotte dearly, but this one's gonna be pretty good.
yeah.
Miss Fiona says, if banning TikTok for data issues isn't good enough, how about banning it for the stupidity it causes to society? The amount of stupid, health-threatening content on there.
So bad.
I feel like there's a new toxic TikTok challenge every week. Like there's always something going on.
Me and Jared just did a video on it, and it's like, seriously, every single one that we did in the 10 was so juicy and so awful. It's like, how did this become a thing? Like, I think I've heard that they don't moderate at all TikTok, so like if they see a really bad trend going viral, a lot, like Instagram would usually like delete the hashtag so it can't grow any bigger, but they don't. They're
They
like,
have, like a shadow ban
let it
service.
fly. Yeah, so that's why things go crazy in there.
America's already a wild place. They don't need TikTok.
Then Subha says, I'm an Asian brunette, so it's nothing personal, but why is the term dumb blonde still existing in 2020? Why is being dumb associated with color of hair or women in general? Gotta agree. I mean, I'm a blonde, so I would obviously like that association to not be there.
And I'm a woman in general. No, I'm just kidding. Just jokes, folks. Yeah, I don't get that. I think it's just like stereotypes die hard. Like,
Yeah, they really do.
because humans are so simple that we need like a vast generalization so that we don't think about certain things. Like, it's dumb. It is dumb that we do that, but like,
There's so many for everything, even for men. I mean, it's not exclusive to women. There's
I think
so
this one
many.
should be dropped though. This is a stupid one. That all blondes are dumb, or that like blonde women are dumb. It's just like,
Let's drop it, people.
Let's
I think
drop
I'm
it.
smart.
let's drop that. Kiki Russell says, I wouldn't be surprised if the next TikTok trend is open heart surgery.
Please. No, don't let it happen. Like, I don't even want to speak that into the universe, because who knows? Some kid might watch this video and be like, oh my god, that's a great idea.
I could do open heart surgery.
Yeah.
No, you can't. It takes a very long time in school.
Yeah.
And lots of debt.
Then Amanda R says, Paris is about to become a savage businesswoman and I'm here for it. What do you mean about to? Girl, she's been a savage businesswoman.
Influencing.
Yeah, she is literally the original influencer, practically.
Yeah,
and it's so crazy. In the documentary, she was like, I don't even really like the monster that I created. crazy that she says that.
She was like kind of part of that, yeah. Like
Definitely.
people just followed basically what she did, and then it just kept working for everyone else that wanted to
Skyrocketing.
become like famous for being them, basically.
Yeah, even in the documentary, it said that the paparazzi, one paparazzi photo of her would be worth up to $1 million.
And she did that.
Yeah.
She like inflated the value around her own photos, which is such a crazy like
It's crazy.
business move.
She does not get enough credit for how smart and
She does come
influential
from,
that she is.
and you got to think about her lineage, right?
Yeah.
Like her grandfather owned the Hilton hotels, like the amount of business that her family was probably talking about all the time.
Sure, yeah,
had
she
to
just absorbed it.
She definitely had to absorb that like a sponge.
Literally.
All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining us on our weekly roundup. Big shout out to the most amazing team behind the scenes for all of their hard work.
And if you enjoyed this video, then please show us some love here by tapping that like and subscribe button. Plus, don't forget to leave us a comment down below with your thoughts on this week's roundup stories. And for more videos like this, just one click away with the playlist up there.
From InformOverload, my name is the Vacant Overlord, Johnny Rogers.
And I'm Mackenzie Smith.
And until next time, stay classy. Good.
All right, now I'm good.
Thanks, guys. Oh, I should do the stare, shouldn't I? Or should I not?
All right, I'm gonna get into some more news though, so Mackenzie,
Get the fuck
get going. I hear it.
Oh shoot, no!
Shut the big boy.
The big boy.
Do I move this?
No.
Or keep it? I'm just by my show.
I don't even know where I am. It just says on location. Maybe? I don't know. I'm here with Jesus. We're best buds now.
Ooh, but I got a quick update for Amber Heard for you all to hear.
Crazy.
All right, I'm not sure what editing is gonna be like on this. I'm very sorry to whoever has to edit this. All right.
That's
I also
crazy.
feel like our thing is, I'm way over.
Oh, yeah.
Move the wall.
someone
There
maybe
we go.
moved it.
Yeah, I was like, you were way off to the
Wow,
side.
I love that for me. Stay classy, San Diego. If you get that reference, I love you.